Have you ever wondered why major wars seem to erupt in an almost cyclical pattern? Why, like clockwork every 80 years, societies are plunged into the throes of conflict? This is not some obscure theory spun in the shadows. Instead, it's a concept deeply rooted in the annals of time, recognized by the ancient Greeks as the seculum, a cycle of rise and fall that civilizations seemingly cannot escape. Now take a moment and consider this. The Napoleonic Wars, World War I, World War II, all these significant conflicts align with the mysterious 80-year cycle. Coincidence? Or could there be a more sinister force pulling the strings from behind the curtain? Enter the depopulation theory. Its proponents believe that the world's elites, the puppet masters who hold the reins of power, exploit this 80-year war cycle to further their own agendas. They suggest that these powerful figures instigate and perpetuate conflicts, manipulating the geopolitical landscape to their advantage. They argue that major wars serve as a smokescreen, diverting attention and enabling the elites to implement wide-ranging societal and political changes under the guise of security and stability. But remember to tread carefully here. While it's tempting to see patterns and draw conclusions, we must guard against oversimplification and confirmation bias. The reality of global conflicts is far more complex, influenced by a multitude of factors that intertwine like threads in a vast tapestry. Nonetheless, it's undeniable that throughout history, wars have been exploited for political and economic gain. Consider the military-industrial complex, an insatiable beast that profits immensely from the production and sale of arms. Major wars fuel this beast, enabling it to thrive and consolidate its hold on the world stage. Moreover, in times of crisis, societies become vulnerable. Fear permeates the air, making people more willing to accept measures that they would otherwise resist. It's during these times that sweeping changes can be introduced, rights can be curtailed, and governments can expand their reach. And who stands to gain from this? The elites. With their vast networks of power and influence, the elites are well positioned to exploit these opportunities. By shaping public opinion, controlling narratives, and pulling the strings of authority, they can steer the course of history to serve their own interests. So, we've delved into the 80-year war cycle and the depopulation theory. We've explored how major wars align with this cycle and how the elites might manipulate these conflicts to further their own agendas. But remember, as with all theories, it's essential to approach with a healthy dose of skepticism and an open mind. After all, the world is far more complex than any theory can fully capture.